There are incredible women that have come through Impact Wrestling, and they were really the first company to really prioritize their women and to make them, main events and a whole roster, and they just used everybody so well.
Joining me now are the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions, the IInspiration, Jessica McKay, and Cassie Lee. How are you ladies today?
We are very well. Thank you so much for having us.
I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about your beginnings. Of course, you got started in your home country of Australia. You guys faced each other in the ring a few times down there, but did you ever tag while you were still in Australia? Jess, you can go ahead and start on that one.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, we did wrestle each other for quite a while back in Australia. I actually can't remember if we ever tagged in Australia.
No, we didn't.
We never did. I was like, was there a show that I was missing, or because that was a long time ago? But wow, I've never thought about that. No, we never tagged.
And I guess I'll throw this one now to Cassie first. Who were your influences as a young wrestler growing up?
I grew up heavily inspired by Eddie Guerrero. He just inspired so many decisions I made in life and in wrestling. So he was someone I always looked up to, and I still do to this day.
And Jessica, how about you?
For me, it's always been The Rock. Ever since I was a little girl, 10 years old, he's just the one that I resonated with. I wanted to be exactly like him. So he'll always be my inspiration. The way my whole life turned out, really.
And obviously, every country in the world that has pro wrestling has different styles, whether it's lucha libre in Mexico or strong style in Japan. You guys, obviously, as I mentioned, you came from the land down under. What were your first impressions of the American style when you got here?
I think. Sorry, do somebody head down?
Go ahead.
Okay. I think it's really similar to how we grew up in Australia, but I would say the Australian circuit is very much influenced by what you see on TV here in America.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Australia, we learned a lot of different styles back home in Australia. So that's one thing when we came over to America, it was very similar because we had different coaches teach us different things and different styles and different techniques. So the transition was really easy for us.
Speaking of styles, you guys seem to have such great chemistry. You seem to be such good friends inside the ring and out. How would you describe your ring style as a team, Cassie?
I would just say we're a well-oiled machine. And you have to be if you're going to, Decay, I don't even know what that word is, debut, for a brand spanking new company and become champions on your first night. You can't do that without, chemistry and being on the same page. Jess and I can look at each other and know exactly what we're thinking, which I think is a huge part of why we are such a successful tag team.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It all comes down to that.
And either one of you can answer this one, or both. You just mentioned you debuted in Impact not too long ago after coming from another promotion. What was the first thing you noticed about the company that was different?
I think the biggest thing was just how much of a family it is at Impact. We felt very welcomed right off the bat, which we appreciate and we're so grateful for. Everyone was just, so welcoming, had great things to say. It was just a really fun time for us to come to Impact when we did, and we're really happy to be there.
And, you're part of a very special division of ladies wrestling, the Knockouts division. It's got such a long legacy from Gail Kim to Awesome Kong and so many others. I guess I'll throw this one to Jess first. And,
It
just how do you feel to be a part of that, part of that history?
It's really rewarding. Like you just said, there are incredible women that have come through Impact Wrestling, and they were really the first company to really prioritize their women and to make them, main events and a whole roster, and they just used everybody so well. So it's been really, really cool to be a part of such an historic women's division.
And I'll start with Cassie on this one. You guys just mentioned you immediately stepped in, won the titles at Bound for Glory. How did it feel to make an impact, no pun intended, right away?
I mean, it feels incredible. Jeff and I feel very strongly about what we are capable of as a tag team. So to be able to step foot in an Impact ring for the first time and follow through with everything we said we were going to do, everything that we've been saying we're going to do for the last 10, 15 years, Jeff, it feels really special to finally be doing that. But we're having a great time with it. Like Jeff said, the locker room's fantastic. It feels like a family, and I love that.
Jessica, same thing?
Absolutely, yeah. It's funny. You'll get the same answers from us because we think very similar. So a lot of the times it'll be, yep, same here, because we really do think the same thing.
You got a terrific match at Bound for Glory with Decay. Do you think you'll be having a long-time rivalry with those two?
Gosh, you're going to have to wait and find out for that one, man. We've got our rematch with them this Saturday at Turning Point. That's live on Impact Plus app. So they're an incredible tag team. They deserve their rematch, but we don't plan on letting go of their Knockout Tag Team Championship anytime soon. So if they want to keep coming around, we'll keep defending it because we want to prove to everyone why we're the best women's tag team in the world. Tell them.
Well, speaking of rivalries in Impact Wrestling, what teams are you hoping to face in the future? Go ahead and Jess, go ahead and take that one.
Honestly, we're up for any challenge. We get asked this question a lot, and the most exciting thing about being at Impact Wrestling is that we haven't gotten a chance to be in the ring with so many people. So honestly, anyone could step up and ask for a tag team championship match, and we would be more than happy to beat whoever would like to step up to that challenge. There's a lot of incredible wrestlers on the roster, so we're just excited to be able to work with everybody.
And I'll ask both of you this. I'll start with Cassie on this. And I want to do a couple fun ones before we wrap things up. So you guys are obviously always traveling, being professional wrestlers. So where's your favorite place to eat when you're on the road? Cassie, go ahead.
I mean, you say favorite place, but Jess and I are looking for the healthy places. So we always stop at either Panera Bread, or if we want to sit in somewhere, there's good options at Cracker Barrel. We're not too fancy. We just look for what's going to fuel the body.
And I mentioned, the busy, crazy schedule that pro wrestlers have, and I'll start with Jess on this one. What do you do during your downtime when you actually get some?
Oh, that's easy. Absolutely nothing. Cass and I are what we like to say homebodies. We don't like to leave our home unless necessary. And yes, we are extremely busy, which makes those days where we can just be at home with our dogs, just on the couch watching our shows and catching up on a movie. We really take those days and we can just reset, mind, body, and soul and get ready for the insanity that is bound to come days after. And
Cassie?
Yeah, I'm a homebody. I do nothing when I'm at home. I don't like to leave the house.
You guys just seem to have such a wonderful chemistry and friendship outside the ring. How much time do you spend together whenever you're not, working?
Every single second.
Oh, that's cool.
We are together at all times, and if we're not physically together, we are virtually together.
Yeah, texting, FaceTime, bloody Instagram messaging, Twitter DMs, Facebook, it's every platform. It's hilarious.
So would you guys say you're BFFs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd go past that with BFFs, mate. We invented that term. We're soulmates.
And I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm hoping that you guys give me an extended answer on this, and we'll start with Jessica. Finally, most of all, what does the future hold for you guys in IInspiration? I mean, in Impact Wrestling, and what do you want the fans to think when it's all said and done?
The sky's the limit for Cass and I, and for the IInspiration. We spent a lot of time really evolving ourselves into the IInspiration, and we're going to continue to do that. So I'm just really excited to show the Impact fans what that truly means and what that is. But yeah, we're not letting go of those tag team championships anytime soon. That's our main focus right now. So we just want to keep building this tag team division and make it the best it can be. And
would you agree? You just said you guys pretty much think the same way, so I figured you will.
Yeah, basically, I'm not sure what else to add to that. She pinned the tail on the donkey right there.
And although you do work for Impact Wrestling, are there any plans for you guys to do any international touring or working, other places in the world, maybe even defending the Impact titles there? Go ahead, Cass.
I think if that's something Impact wants from us, we are happy to represent the company and defend those titles for them. As far as Jess and I are concerned right now, Impact is our focus, and we're not looking anywhere else to, double in. Impact is our priority. The Knockouts Tag Team Championships are our top priority, and that's where all our focus is right now.
And I guess I would say that you've been absolutely, even right immediately, you guys were so well received by the Impact audience. What would you say to all those Impact Wrestling fans that have already showed you so much love and, support since you've gotten there? And I'll go ahead and throw that one to Jess first.
Honestly, I think the only thing that we can say is thank you. Everyone knows we've kind of been through a lot this year, but we've found a home at Impact, and being embraced by the fans as well as the company, that's an amazing feeling, and we don't take that lightly. So I would just say thank you, and we appreciate you.
You guys have seemed to, you've been together for a few years now, and you've seemed to already accomplish so much. I would say good luck to you in the future, but I don't think you ladies need it, because I think you're going to keep going strong for a long time. And I want to thank you both for being on with me today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Good luck to you in the future, and keep going strong.
Thank you.